This is Lombre Fan, and I've been wanting to do a battle for quite a few days and actually record it. However, every time I tried to record a battle, it would sit there and be too short. So, I'm gonna try and do a battle for Anything Goes tier, and this is the tier I've been laddering. I'm currently 154th, so if I lose, I'll drop down, but within a battle, I can be back where I started, which is the good thing about this because everyone's pretty good at this tier. And so let me go ahead and get into a battle. Wait, I want to change one thing real fast. I'm going to go ahead and do something I've never done before, which is show you guys my team. As you guys can see, I've been making quite a few teams. This is Hackmon's team, Creative Pokemon UU Yuck team, which is like, because it has Whimsicott. So here's my AG team. And I've got the Focus Sash, Reversal, Protect, Sword Stance, Acrobatics, Blaziken with 252 in attack, 252 in speed, 4 in special defense because, you know, why not? And it's an Adamant Nature. It's got Focus Sash for the Sword Stance. I can either Protect, Sword Stance, Protect, Reversal. What that move does, I'll give you guys a little description. Basically, if the user is at 1 HP, which is why we have this, it pretty much OHKOs anything it touches, especially with the Sword Stance up. Protect, you guys should know what it does. Sword Stance is nice because it raises the physical attack by 2. And Acrobatic is, if I lose my Focus Sash, that has 110 base power, which is not too shabby, in my opinion. Anyway, going on to item number next. We have our Xerneas. It is shiny because I love its shiny sword. Look at this. It's so beautiful. It's got the Power Herb because what the Power Herb does is basically the holder's 2 turn moves, like Solar Beam. You charge up the first turn and it hits the second turn. Like the effect happens the second turn. All that happens in 1 turn. But you can only use this once. And so that's what the Geomancy Xerneas is. And Geomancy raises your special attack, special defense, and speed. Now we, excuse me, I've been feeling that in my throat for quite a while. I've been trying to cough that up. Anyway, we run Geomancy, Moonblast, which has a 30% chance to lower the target's special attack by 1 stage, and it is Fairy type, so it has Stab. Thunderbolt, which is 90 power. 10% chance to paralyze the target, which is pretty nice, and also I've run into quite a few Talonflames in AG tier, so we have Flash Cannon as well. Now I want to change this up just a little bit. Take out the 4 in that and put it into that. Okay. Now we have they had the bulky physical sweepers, what they wanted. However, I didn't like that, so I put max special attack, max speed, 4 in defense now. I used to have it in special defense, but I just thought about Geomancy, and yeah. So anyway, now we're going to go into our Rayquaza. This is our Mega. The reason why I did laddering AG is I've been wanting to use Mega Rayquaza competitive battle, like competitive. However, it's banned from Ubers. It's that strong. So, the one thing that's really good about Mega Rayquaza is that it can hold an item while Mega evolved. And I run into quite a few Darkrai's. They're really annoying. And so if I ever see a Darkrai theme, I always lead off with this. Because what will happen is they want to use the move Dark Void, which puts you to sleep. And it has 80 accuracy, but it somehow, against me, always manages to hit. I think it's missed like 3 times out of the hundreds that I've faced it. However, the Lumberry will heal the sleep, and then if I can either use Dragon's Ascent, which is what makes it Mega Evolve, it's got 120 base power. With Stab, it's 130 because Stab boosted by 10. And Dragon Dance to set up on it if I feel like I'm being like, I feel daring, I'll use Dragon Dance on it and get my attack and speed up by 1 stage, which is pretty good, very nice. Now I run Dragon Claw, and some people like to run Dragon Tail bulky, I've seen that sometimes. It's not very common, but some people like to run Outrage. And don't get me wrong, Outrage is a very good move. However, for my purposes of this Rayquaza, Outrage would not be the best move I could make. Because what I'll do against the Darkrai is Dragon Claw the first turn, get it down to 34%. Excuse me, roughly down there. And then I'll Extreme Speed the next turn, and that kills it. So, we're running, like the Blaziken, max speed, 4 in special defense, 252 in attack, adamant nature, and shiny, because who does not like a shiny Rayquaza? Basically, this whole entire team is shiny. Now, this is what I wanted to change. Okay. I think I'm going to keep Deoxys Defense, but I don't like it as much because I don't really use it. Now, I'm thinking about running a Primal Groudon over the Deoxys Defense, because Primal Groudon, you can set up Stealth Rocks with it, which is what this is used for. Or you can sit there and you can... What's the word I'm looking for? You can use Rock Polish. The move I'm looking for. You can use Rock Polish to get your speed up by 2 stages, which means basically you can sweep if you set up a Hone Claws, because Primal Groudon is too strong. And anyway, so we're running Leftovers because I get steady healing instead of like a bulk, so I can kind of, you know, switch in, switch out. We run Pressure because it's the only ability it has. Oh, by the way, Blaziken is Speed Boost, because I went over that, I believe. Just in case I've added it's Speed Boost, and it raises your speed by 1. But anyway, but now we have Stealth Rocks, Toxic to Toxic Saw. If they set up one, like the one that set up one was Honest with the Xerneas, I can Toxic that. If I fight another Deoxys Defense, most of them think we're in Thunder Wave. So, put a Toxic, and yeah. So, I also run Ice Beam, because if I face a Mega Rayquaza, I can at least do something. And if it's low enough, I can KO it. And I run Recover, which heals me by 50%. And so, I'm running 252 in HP, which means I'm recovering 152 HP with Recover. Max defense, bold, 416 defense. That's pretty good. And I run 4 in special attack, so I can actually do something. And for special defense, we are running 0, but I mean, look, it's 356 special defense. It's living something. And I don't agree with the Swangon set. So for our Zekrom, we're running Choice Band, because nothing really wants to take a hit from a Choice Banded Zekrom. At 150 attack, that's almost as high as Deoxys Defense's defense. Now, Choice Band multiplies it by 1.5 like Life Orb, however you don't get recoil damage. Now the catch to that is you get locked into the move. But that's why we have Outrage on our Zekrom, because if you get locked into a 2 to 3 turn move, that's not too shabby in my opinion, because it's 120 base power, a stab, and we run Bolt Strike, Dragon Claw in case if I want to swap, and we also run Stone Edge, 252 in attack. Why is it HP? They recommended the bulky band, which sucks, and now we're running Physical Greninja. Not a lot of people expect this. However, if you run Life Orb, it gets Gunk Shot, Water Shuriken for priority, U-turn to get out, and low kick in case if you fight an Arceus. Obviously, we are 252 in attack, 252 in speed, and now I'm gonna go ahead and get into a battle. I just kind of want to. I know this is gonna be a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but as you guys can see, these are the kind of teams I'm used to facing. I don't like these teams. Now, I feel like he's gonna lead off with this Arceus. So I'm gonna lead off with my Zekrom. And I'll tell you why. If he leads off with his Zekrom, Dragon Claw kills it. The worst possibility is that he leads off with the Xerneas, and we Bolt Strike. And if he stays in, I think he lives on like 4. But then we can sack our Zekrom and get in to, excuse me, we can get in with Priority Water Shuriken and KO it from there. So he does lead off with his Arceus, and I think I'm going to Bolt Strike, because it's 130. See, I knew he was going to set up Sword Dance. Alright. Sweet! There we go, that's what I wanted. Alright. So E-Speed does not kill, so we get another Bolt Strike off. That's a dead Arceus. That's a huge threat. That's one of them. Really, if you get rid of his Arceus, and if he sends out the Zekrom, you can set up. Really, if you get rid of all of the Arceus, you don't have to worry about any priority, and Blaziken kind of sweeps his team. If you get rid of his Arceus, and he sends out the Zekrom, you can switch into your Xerneas, and your Xerneas can use Geomancy, and from there, you know what I mean? So Bolt Strike again, E-Speed, he's scared of it, he just wants it to die. I think I'm going to go out into the Blaziken right now. I'm going to go ahead and reversal. And if he Earthquakes, that's good. See, now watch how much this does. Reversal Blaziken is such a boss. And now he's going to send, if he sends out the other Arceus, I know he's going to go for the E-Speed, which means I can switch into the Deoxys. Now I'm going to swap out to Deoxys because I don't want my Pokemon to take, I don't want to sack it just yet, because Reversal Blaziken, as you guys can see, is really, really good. Now, I'm going to Toxic, and I'll tell you why. The reason I Toxic is because I can stall him out, because Deoxys' defense is bulky. Super, super bulky. Sorry, I'm trying not to touch the mouse as hard, so you guys might not hear it. I know how annoying that can get, but to be honest, I kind of like the sound. Anyway, I think I'm going to recover again, just to play it safe, because if I get flinched, that's really what he's hoping for, is for me to get flinched. So now I think I can safely Ice Beam. No, I should not have done that. Oh, okay. Anyway, I think I just sacked my Deoxys. Oh well. As you guys can see, that's not doing anything. And I'm not physically, I'm physically defensive. Yeah, there goes the Deoxys. However, now his Arceus is gone. And I'm going to send out my Xerneas. Xerneas. I'm going to send out my Xerneas. No. Cancel. Greninja. Just make sure it caught that. I want to go into my Greninja. And I'll tell you guys why. If he goes out into his Xerneas, Gunk Shot, kills it. 1 hit. If he goes out to the Kyogre, I can U-turn out, go into these Xerneas, and I can sack that off, but then Reversal Blaziken comes in, and it kind of kills it. Yeah, so Zekrom came in, I'm going to U-turn out, and this will tell me if he's Scarf. Because, believe it or not, I've run into Scarf Zekrom. It's not a very good set. Don't run it. He's swapped. Ooh, that's a very good play on his part. That is an extremely... That was a nice prediction. Well, I'm going to go into my Blaziken. And I'll tell you guys why. And I'm going to go ahead and go for the reversal, because he's probably going to go for the Geomancy, thinking like, oh, it won't kill. And if he doesn't, I can send out my Xerneas. And if I sack my Xerneas off, I sack it off. Here goes the Geomancy. What? Huh. Well, I outspeed, so Greninja can come out, and now I get a free Gunk Shot. Unless if he's Scarf. No, he's not Scarf because I outsped. Is this Choice Specs? Okay. Hold on. What? Okay. I'm just gonna make Gunk Shot. It missed. Dang. That's the only downside of running Gunk Shot. Anyway. I think I might have lost. It's not over yet, but I think I might have lost. I got a Moonblast. Fudge. I should have Geomancied. Oh, I got paralyzed. It's okay. Oh, I didn't get the thing. Okay. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. So now I'm dead. And that's probably game. I'm gonna Mega Evolve. And I gotta go for a Dragon Dance. Because I know... No, it's not over yet. I can still pull this off because I have Mega Rayquaza. And I have fought this before. Kyogre does not OHKO with an Ice Beam. From what I know. From the Kyogres I have faced. I have always lived pretty decently. So if he wants to predict the Dragon's Ascent, he can. He can go into the Zekrom. Blizzard missed. He's running Blizzard? He's a retard. I'm sorry. That is GG. Not even bad. Not even bad. Okay, this has been a lot longer than I wanted it to be. Okay, at least I went through my team. And I'm showing you guys my thought process on how I battle. So now a Dragon Claw, make sure it's Dragon Claw, should kill from here. Focus Sash! No! Yes! He missed! That's what you get for running Focus Sash Zekrom. Who does that? That's GG. Let me go ahead and type that. Oh, he was really high up. Okay, anyway, sorry, that was a nice battle. Anyway, this has been Lombre Fan, and that's my AG team. As you guys can see, I'm pretty decent at that tier. So, there's my update video, there's my thought process, there's battles, now you guys can kind of see how I think, and, yeah. So if you guys see this, have a nice Labor Day weekend, and I will catch up with you guys later. If you guys like this video, please leave a like. If you also wanted to sub, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you do one of those two, please share it with a friend. Have a nice day. This has been Lombre Fan, and I'll see you guys later.